Good morning. I'm Charles Osgood, and this is Sunday Morning. 'Tis the season for carols and mistletoe and gifts under the tree. It's also the season for the annual Christmas challenge of making small talk at festive get-togethers. Let's Talk is our Sunday morning cover story, reported by Barry Peterson.
I had so much fun today looking for everything. So what'd you cook?
The holiday season means plenty of parties.
Cheers.
Where making small talk can lead to merriment.
I'm Tracy Gregory. I'm Joe's wife.
Or a minefield.
Sometimes people at holiday parties will ask questions of the host or hostess. So did you make this, or was this store-bought?
Ouch.
Ouch is right.
Ahead on Sunday Morning, some tips in the fine art of small talk.
Let's go back and forth and have a real conversation.
Next, a few words about small talk. At a loss for words at that holiday gathering? Let's talk. Our cover story is reported by Barry Peterson.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
They can be a cause for merriment.
What are you guys doing for the holidays? Anything spectacular?
Or a minefield. I'm Barry.
I'm nervous now.
One thing for sure, holiday parties mean you'll be making small talk. A lot of it.
I'm Tracy Gregory. I'm Joe's wife.
And as we all know, there's a thin line between fun and faux pas.
What questions do you not ask?
Well, let's start with this. Where's your wife?
Why is that a bad question?
Well, what if she left him? What if she took all the money, took the house, took the kids? And
Small talk is a big deal to Deborah Fine.
So where's your next trip? Do you know?
The once shy child wrote The Fine Art of Small Talk. Her book is full of do's, like check the guest roster beforehand to learn names. Look for someone standing alone who might be glad to chat. And, like a good Boy Scout, come prepared with questions.
Like what?
Well, for instance, because this is a holiday party, I would be prepared to ask you, what are some of your favorite traditions this time of year? What was the best present you ever got, Barry? Or what's the best one you've ever given?
And don'ts, like don't do all the talking, don't criticize, don't get personal, like asking about a promotion someone maybe didn't get, or worse.
I mean, sometimes people at holiday parties will ask questions of the host or hostess. So did you make this, or was this store-bought?
Ouch.
Ouch is right. And if you're gonna, no, it's true.
There are some places where small talk ought to come just naturally, like at the bar. So Darren, what do you like about being a bartender?
Chatting with people.
Or someplace where not making small talk might seem kind of weird, like sitting in the barber chair. So, Ryan, what do you like to do to relax?
I like to play basketball.
Cool. It's questionable trying this in an elevator because if people don't want to talk, they can't get away. And there are other places where most of us actively avoid making small talk, like on a city bus or a subway. We almost always choose isolation over conversation. Great shirt. Where did you get it?
That can work, or I like your hat, or what do you do for a living?
University of Chicago professor Nick Epley, who studies social cognition, wanted to know why. So he started asking people about their commutes.
Are you going to get any time to have fun there?
They actually predicted being the happiest in the solitude condition, where they just kept to themselves, and they predicted being the least happy in the connection condition when they engaged in conversation with this person. Their expectations were precisely wrong, precisely backwards.
They were happier actually talking to a stranger.
They were happier engaging in conversation with a stranger.
That was great.
He found that our lonely morning commutes are missed feel-good opportunities based on a key misconception about the other guy.
As far as we can tell, the actual percentage of people who would be willing to talk to you is closer to 100%.
100%?
It can't be 100% exactly,
Right.
of course. We never had anybody in our connection condition send us back a questionnaire saying that they tried to engage in a conversation, but the person wouldn't talk to them.
He was so moved by his findings, he gave up his smartphone. You don't carry one of these?
I don't carry one of those,
You don't
no.
read your text every time
No,
it beeps?
I carry a stupid phone. I carry a phone that just makes calls.
Why?
It keeps me more connected to folks who are right next to me, and it encourages more conversation that I might not have otherwise. And the fact is, I don't miss a whole lot when I'm not on the phone.
We can, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Barry Peterson!
Love it.
And when it comes to talk, the women of the talk, Julie Chen, Sharon Osbourne, Aisha Tyler, Sarah Gilbert, and Cheryl Underwood, are television's experts. Their talk show is about talking to guest after guest for millions of viewers.
Whether you're doing a television show or hosting a dinner party or meeting someone for drinks, you want to make the other person feel cared for. And if they feel cared for, they'll feel comfortable and they'll open up to you.
And the key to making people feel cared for?
You guys talk about the art of conversation, but I wonder how much of the art of talking with people is the art of listening.
Everything.
All of it.
100,000%, especially as talk show hosts. We all know at this table, the shorter our questions are, the more we can make the guests sitting in that very chair shine, the better we are at our jobs.
That's right.
A job they say seems particularly hard these days.
The art of conversation is dead. You said that. Why?
Because I truly think that it's dying. And I think that especially with the younger generation, because everything is on their phones, everything is a text or an email.
People say that you're killing the art of conversation because everything's like that. Are you?
I would say, as a whole, maybe. Just because I have encountered people my age that don't like to talk.
So Riley Dunn and her generation of cadets at the U.S. Air Force Academy are relearning what some fear is fast becoming a lost art.
What we've grown up in is email, text, not face-to-face conversations, and I think it is going to be a struggle for us and generations after us.
This formal dinner is actually a class, and along with learning which fork goes with which course, they are given cue cards to help conversations start.
What does it say?
As the person sitting to your right, we're there from continue the conversation with others at your table.
These are absolutely necessary skills to be leaders.
Heather Buckman is the Academy's Director of Social Decorum, who finds the texting generation is surprisingly hungry to talk face to face.
They're craving this knowledge because they don't get to practice it on a regular basis in day-to-day life.
And this time of year,
Well, we're going to have a DJ, but we're going to have a fashion show.
when day-to-day life can include a holiday party, it's not about the topic, it's all about the approach.
Show a true interest. Let's go back and forth and have a real conversation. But it has to be real.
And so does your exit. The best strategy? Just be honest. Say, I need to meet a friend, or I need to get some food, or simply, it's been nice talking to you.
You don't have to meet everybody. Just get out of the corner for about 5 minutes of the buffet table and talk to somebody new.
This is what Christmas is about. Conversation and kisses. Woohoo! Mostly kisses. Let's go get Jimmy.